Hey guys, it's Mary. Thanks for stopping by. This video is going to be all about Altenew. And if you're not familiar with Altenew, they are on a small side company based in New York. They have absolutely gorgeous product. I've just finished doing an event with them about a month or so ago, and then they also participate in the Crop and Create events, which I just did a couple of weeks ago. They're one of the classes that teach. Last year, I've bought a few things, but last year, I think it was maybe October, I started getting their Build a Garden monthly subscription, which I absolutely loved. And this last month, they started what they call the Ultimate collection or kit. I just started subscribing to that, which I will show you in a couple of weeks, maybe a week or so. Anyway, if you're not familiar, they have just some gorgeous product. Let me show you the class that they taught at Crop and Create. We used stencils and embossing folders. This is one of the flowers that we did, and this is done with inking on the embossing folder. And look at the detail that they get in their embossing folders. This is the same embossing folder, as you can see, but we took and cut the flower out, did it in a different color, took the flower out, and then backed it on foam. And believe it or not, this is the same embossing folder turned this way, and then we just used part of that and used stencils to color it in. So it's amazing the different kind of looks that you can get using just one or two products from there. So they had their, I've got lots to show you, but I want to start with this big one. It's their 9th anniversary, so they came out with a very special 9th anniversary set, and it's huge, absolutely huge. And let me show you. This set came with their mini blending brushes, and this beautiful, let me see if I can put it this way so that you can see if you can see the whole thing. Stamp set, and then the die set, and the dies also include for the bold letters, and then 12 stencils to color it in. And this stamp is absolutely huge. I'll be able to make 2 separate flowers with it, and I think it measures 9 from the top to the bottom of the tip of the leaf, 9 inches. And then at the widest part, 6.5 inches. So it is hefty. Let me tell you, there's no doubt about it. It's got some bulk to it, but it's just so beautiful. They show it on the back here. And then it's got the smaller flower. These are called billowing peonies. It says, bloom where you're planted. You are beautiful just the way you are. Today will be the best day ever. Thanks. Hugs. You have the most beautiful smile. Wishing you peace. And contentment. See, even their sayings are special. So their products always come with a like an instruction card. Let me show you this one. Gives you some ideas. It tells you the colors, their colors that they used. Gives you some ideas. Today will be the best day ever. Wishing you peace and contentment. You have the most beautiful smile. Thanks. And then, like I said, it has the colors that they've used. So if you're going to use, because everything, let me backtrack. Not every stamp set comes with a stencil, so you can certainly, you know, I use that just as a guide to coloring. But if you're going to actually use the stencils, then the stencils, all right, that's not going to go back in. The stencils have their own instruction on how to use each one and blend. So let me show you that, because that is consistent with all their stencils. And so it shows you the layering, the stencils, which part is doing which. Like this is stencil number 1. Then this is stencil number 2, which would do this flower. And then stencil 3 will do the darker or the mid-tones of both flowers. Number 4 will give you more of the dark tones. And see how it just keeps building layer on layer on layer. And then we get into the leaves and the same thing. And then it shows you the small flower too, how to use the stencils and the colors used to get that same effect that they did. So, you know, I love the elegance. When I look at their stuff, I feel like I've really done something artistic, because they've helped me get there. So, so I've got a ton of their product to show you. And it's not all fancy, you know, flowery. They do have other things. So here's a funny story, because when I placed the order for that anniversary special, I got one of their embossing folders for free, and that's it's called Playful Wildflowers 3D. And as you can see, there's a gorgeous. Well, then I'm spoiled now. So when I placed my next order, I ended up had to get the stamp set, or the stencil set that went with it to color all the pieces. And this only has one stencil, and it's broken up so that it'll show you what pieces to actually color. So it'll make it much easier. But like I said, not everything is fancy and flowery. So I picked up this, it's called a Mini Delight, and this one's called a Mini Pattern Power, and it looks really weird. But when you stamp it 3 times and turn it 120 degrees, I will show you what I did, if I get it out. All right, bear with me. This was tight going in, and it's going to be tight coming out. It's coming. All right. All right, so here we go. So hopefully you can see it. So you take, let me take this out. This does not want to come out. It is fighting me tooth and nail. All right. So you take and you stamp in this direction for the, that was the magenta color. And then you turn it in this direction and do your next color, which was the turquoise. Then you turn it again in this direction, and it's hard to see, but it was the purple. And then when you're done, it looks like this, and then you can do another one and you can build on it, you know, depending on the size of your card. I just thought it would be perfect for a mail card. You know, a lot of the dies and things that we get in crafting lend more to girls than they do guys. So I just thought this was cute. Plus, I know this is dating myself, but it reminds me of the old game from the 80s that was called Cubert, and how he bounced from one cube to another one. So, all right, so I picked that up. That was one of their new April releases. And then I picked up the 3D Sunshine Blossoms, which goes with, it's called Courageous You, and I don't know why it's not called the same thing, but it's the stencils to color, if you want to color in the Sunshine Blossoms. Just so gorgeous. So I picked that up, and then I fell in love with this Gentle Butterfly. It's probably hard for you to see. And then I got the stencils to color. And like I said, it's always marked so you know what part you're doing. You just have to have little etched lines. It was like a statement piece. The butterfly is huge. Let me show you the... So that's what it looks like in color. So look at the detail and the dimension when you use the 3D embossing folders, and then use the layering stencils to layer in all the colors. Just absolutely beautiful. So that was the Gentle Butterfly. And then I picked up just some embossing folders that I don't have that lend themselves to more like a background and males. So this is called the Masonry Wall. I just thought that's going to be so cool with all the texture on it. And then chain link fence. How brilliant is that? That's just going to be so cool. And these didn't come with, you know, stencils because you're not going to want to color. You might want to use a, you know, like an ink over to get the chain links or the up, you know, part of the masonry wall, but you're not going to stencil it in detail like the other things. And then I thought this one was just so cool. And it is called Cross Weaves. And look at it, goes in all the different directions. Just so fun and so gorgeous. And then the last thing I picked up was their new Sunrise in the Park stamp set. And I normally don't like do build-a-scenes or whatever, but I was attracted to this because it has the shadow layers. Has a shadow of the gazebo, the bench, the fountain, the tree. Even the words have shadows. So I just thought that was so cool. You can see how, see the shadow for the sun behind everything. It looks so cool, and it'll be fun. And then they do have the die set, but I didn't pick the die set up because I don't think that, I mean, I'm going to be doing the stamping to get the effect of the shadow, so I don't know that I would need to have the die, you know, the pieces cut, but I could change my mind later. So I haven't opened this. Let's see what, oh, look at that. With deepest sympathy. And this one says, I miss you. And look at this one, all in grays. How pretty that is. The shadows. May your day be filled with sunshine. The car is not included. That's from a different set. You make me smile. And that's just using the shadow of the trees, not. And then it shows you the colors that they used if you want to get the same sort of effect, like this sunset. And this one is so pretty with that sun going down on that one. So that's one of the things that I like about them too. You know, when you buy the stuff, they just don't leave you on the lurch and you have to go figure it out yourself. You know, they're always giving you instructions. There's tons of videos all the time. For me, it's money well spent. Their things aren't cheap, but they aren't totally outrageous either. But I think for the quality and what you get, I've been happy with everything that I've gotten so far. And I can't wait to show you. I would show you now because I already have the Ultimate Kit Club. But when you belong to the club, you get the releases a month in advance. So I already have the May kits, club kits, and I can't show you them until, you know, they've released them. So that's it. If you have heard about Altenew, or if you haven't, let me know. If you've never heard of them, let me know if there's one of the, you know, what hits your eye that I've showed you. If you've gone to one of their retreats, I think they just started having them. The one that is coming up is the second one I'll be going to. I don't know that they've had one. Maybe one before the March one that I went to. The one in May coming up is called Secret Garden. And we just got the goodie box for that. And I can't wait to see what they're going to be having us do with some of the product. They're very creative. And like I said, they're a small company. I believe they're woman-based. The founders are two women, and they're just very particular about their, you know, what they bring out. They've got new inks coming, and I had already purchased the first round of inks. And let me show you. I got them because, one, they're round and easy for me because they screw off. But the formula, it's a dye ink, but it's called Fresh Dye, which is very vibrant. So I got the first three color families, and they're coming out with more. We got 6 new colors in our goodie box for the next retreat, so I'm excited about that. Oh, and before I forget, this is how kind they are. You know, I've been shopping with them since last year, like I said, and I'm not sure what prompted them. You know, they have like a you know, you can get points, like a VIP or whatever. But the other day, I got this set from them that they've, not the only one that got it, there's been plenty of people, but they've sent it to their customers as a thank you for their 9th anniversary. It says, handmade by Mary Wood. And then it's got little flowers, sending hugs your way, see you soon, and hello. You know, I know that there's a lot of companies that have loyalty programs, but I was just very impressed that they actually went out and made specific for the customers with their name on it, instead of just sending out, you know, something to, I don't know, a couple of thousand people or whatever. Like I said, I don't know what the criteria was. One of my friends got one. The other one hasn't gotten one. So, but I was just so pleased and feeling quite blessed. And it came with a little thank you card, which I don't know what I did with it because I can't find it now, of course. So, so that's it. Yep, can't find it. Anyway, so leave me a comment. Let me know whether you have purchased from Altenew, if you've heard of them before, if you've never heard of them before, what you think was your favorite thing of what I've showed you. And I look forward to showing you more in the future. So, all right. So, thanks for stopping by. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much. If you are thinking about subscribing, you can hit that subscribe button. And if you hit the bell, it will send you a notification when there is a new video. And then it'll let you know what it is. And then you can decide, I don't really care. I don't want to watch it, or I'll watch it later. But it, you know, keeps you in the know. So, all right. So that's it. Give me some comments. Let me know what you think. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, and happy crafting. Bye-bye.